Okay, guys, we are going to work on the card that goes in this one here, the little back pocket to that piece we've been working on this week. Oh, I should say this is week 5, episode 2. So yeah, we'll make this little card that slides back in there. It's just a cute little card, little packages. And I think when we get closer, we'll probably add some more stuff up here, maybe some words. When my Versamark pen comes in, then we'll probably do some, what's the word I'm looking for? Glitter, that sort of thing. We'll gussy them up when we get there. But we're just doing basics for right now. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need a card size of 7 by 4.5. So that's this. And then if you're making 3 of these, then you will need 2 solid colors. You're going to need whatever matches whatever you're doing. 2 at 3.5 by 3.5, 2 at 3 by 3, 2 by 2.5 by 2.5, and then 2 by 2 by 2, 2 at 1.5 inch, 1 and 1/2 inch, and by 1 and 1/2 inch, and then 2 at 1 by 1, and then scraps of various sizes for the packages. So I'm going to start out with the blue, or actually, well, that one's already pretty much inked. So I used, and I'll show you how I did this on one up here. That's for our packages. Those I haven't inked yet. So basically what I did is I just took my scallop scissors. If you don't have the scallop scissors, then pinking shears would work. Or if you want, you can just cut diagonally, or not diagonally, but kind of like zigzag through. I'll show you that in a minute. But I want you to, if you use the scallop scissors or scissors like that, pay attention to the way your scallops go. Like, see how this one comes down? This one goes up, okay? So keep them separate so that I didn't do that with the blue ones because I didn't see it ahead of time. But see here, I have the scallops down, down, and then one that goes up. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, unless you're really looking at it, but I would prefer it be all the same, like for cohesiveness. It may not, that might not bother you, but if you're kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Those kind of things might matter to you if you, if cohesiveness matters to you. Okay, so and another thing you can do is just come in, and as long as you're cutting like corner to corner, it really doesn't matter, right? And this might give you more of like an authentic tree look, right? Because trees in nature aren't exactly the same, right? So you can do it that way too. Okay, so to start out, you're gonna, if you put it on your card now, you're gonna see it, the corners hang off. You're just gonna take your last scallop and just nip off the edges there. And I ended up doing that on all of them as far as like going up. And since I'm doing 2 cards in this color, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of round out my edges on all of them. And then what I really did is just kind of stack the right sizes together, and it's close, so I'm just going to round out the edges there. Come on. And my cardstock is really thick, so it's like the kind, it's like old school cardstock where it was actually like really, really thick. Not like the stuff you get at the store today. And it's Sunday when I'm recording this, so I'm going to ask a favor. I don't normally ask this, but if you guys wouldn't mind putting my uncle in your prayers for this week, and also my cousin. It's kind of a long story, and I'll get to that in a minute, but just put him in your prayers for speedy and fast recovery. My uncle had a heart episode. I don't think it was like a full heart attack, but anyways, because I think he made it to the hospital before the attack actually happened, but he wasn't feeling well. And he ends up having to have like one of his aortic arteries totally replaced. And that's going to happen sometime this week. I think he's in the ICU now being monitored. So hopefully everything will turn out okay. So, and then my cousin was headed to Nebraska to be with his dad. And they went and saw him, and then he took his boys down to Old Town in Nebraska, and yeah, he fell off a scooter, broke his leg in 2 places, and has to have surgery this week. There, at the same hospital. Go figure. Yeah, so such is life. So if you wouldn't mind putting them in your prayers this week, that would be fabulous, and I would appreciate it. All right, so I did ink these. I'm just using the God, I can't even think. Words, vintage photo. And so on the green, it doesn't show up as well as it does on the other ones, but I'm just kind of going for, I don't want to say a dirty look, but yeah, because that whole kit, if you'll remember, is like kind of vintagey. So that's what we're gonna shoot for. There it is. I was like, I don't know where that other one that goes to this one is, but so yeah. I can't believe it's already time for a new sponge. Like, I just changed it the other day. I'm an aggressive inker though, so that's why I run through inking pads like crazy. And I didn't look to see what time I started, so we're just gonna play it by ear. I mean, the other day it was what, almost 50 minutes. Oh, but I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite pieces I've ever made, like ever. So yeah, still pretty excited about this whole like layout. I think it's super cute. And then we'll ink our little bitty guys. And then we'll get to gluing. We could do all 3 at once, so to speak. Got the cards. I'm gonna go ahead and set these aside. These are the other halves of those ones that I cut. We'll save those because I will use them again in another card probably, or a tag or something. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set these out of the way now that you kind of know what we're doing. Okay. Now what I did is I set them down just a little bit from the top, or from the bottom, set them up a ways from the bottom. Not so high that my presents wouldn't, like, so the presents didn't look funny being there, but, and then we just take the next size, and I gauged about 1 inch up. It was eyeball. Right, oh shoot. Oh, that was almost a major mess up. Wow. It's a good thing, like, I saw that right before I put it down, huh? I think this one's the next one. Yep, okay, that looks better. Gracie's getting excited because today her and her brother are going out and taking some of her senior pictures. Bo's an excellent photographer. And for his senior pictures, I took them and he loved them. So, I mean, not that we wouldn't have a photographer do them if they wanted it, but both of my kids are kind of, they like the obscure, meaning like the, you know, not traditional photography. So, yeah, it works out really good. And so then, yeah, later in the week, I will take Grace out and we'll do some more, unless she absolutely loves some of the ones. But I'll take the ones of her, like, in her FFA uniform. Oh my gosh, I love those. Not gonna lie, these are, like, literally my favorite card so far. Just this whole layout has been my favorite. Okay, we'll set that aside, let it dry. We'll glue on our next one. Oh, it's already glued on. And I think this week you guys are going to end up getting another bonus. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4 more pockets. So I think in the next video, you'll end up getting 2 things. And then the following video that'll probably air Saturday, you'll get a couple more so that we have kind of like some complete items. And this week is already lined up to be busy, so I might have mentioned it in the last video, but I went to Denver this week for work, for the other business, because now I'm starting on the other acquisition, or not acquisition, sorry, the other businesses, books and whatnot. Oops, sorry guys. Hopefully I'll get that fixed soon to where we won't have to worry about it, huh? Okay, that one was already inked, so all I gotta do is glue. But I didn't ink any of the packages yet. Oh, I have to trim that off just a bit more, but we'll do that in a minute. You know, I'm just gonna snip. Normally I wouldn't do that, but it always pays to measure it out first, right? So yeah, I went down Friday and spent most of the day in Denver, getting the items like cataloged and photoed and all that jazz, so that I can make the lists match up. So that was fun. Got to meet a lot of new people, so that was fun. Okay, and I actually think I'm going to pause the video really quick because the kids are getting ready to leave. And then I'll come right back. And we'll toss our packages on and finish these up. Okay, let's get these packages on. Like I said, they will be different sizes. We're really just using up the scraps that we have. I just cut like random sizes. You know, that sort of thing. I mean, it's not, I mean, like, don't go and don't think that we have to do a ton, you know what I mean, or like have very specific. It's kind of like I said, just use up your scraps, cut them in whatever shapes and colors you think you might want. And I don't think I cut enough, but that's okay. We'll cut a couple more. There's those. That's that one. Yep, I need 2 more pieces here. Like I said, it really doesn't matter like what they're made. You know what I mean? Like, just use them up. Ones that would kind of look like resemble wrapping paper would be good. Really rather, I don't know what I'd rather have there. Seems like oh, you know what we could do? Here, why don't we just do this? Add a little flare in there, I guess. Maybe, oh, it'd help if I cut it straight, huh? Adds a little sparkle in there, at least for now. Okay, now I got to ink these up really quick. Oh, can't ink them if your ink is closed, huh? Oh. And it's a new ink pad, and it's been getting me in trouble all weekend. I think I'll just ink everything while I'm here. Hopefully you guys aren't minding too much about the inking. And by putting the packages down there in front of the tree, then you don't have to worry about a stump, or not a stump, but that's what I'm looking for. You don't have to worry about a trunk. There you go. Sorry, my brain was buffering there for a minute. Did I miss a couple? I think I did. I need to cut a couple more. You have to check the other card. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really matter as long as they kind of go together, but there's a lot of green on these ones, so maybe we'll do like, yeah, I think I missed the really square ones. Let's see. Yep, I missed the really square ones. So let's just take since this is kind of a, oh, that's going to be too narrow. I was thinking red of some sort, but no. If these will be too overpowering. Let's just see. And then we need square ones right here. I think it will be. Maybe we'll just take that one. But then the cream ones will be next to it, so then that won't work. Well, maybe we just take the Merry Christmas ones, huh? I think I'll do 1.25 on these. Quarter, not an eighth. Okay. 4 of those. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just take it down to 1.25 on these two. Hopefully if I cut them all at once, my cutter doesn't like freak out. There we go. Okay, now we have enough. Oh, and the kids may come back and talk to me for a minute. I'll pause it again if they do. Yeah, they weren't quite ready then. I thought they were waiting on me, but they just needed me to answer a question. Okay, now we can start gluing. And then we'll edge out the other side and call it a video. And like I did with the other piece, I just kind of lined it up with the bottom and then lined up all the packages with that. Like it's almost like on the ground, I guess, if makes any sense. Okay, I'm gonna get out the other one really quick here because I did like the pattern that I did on that one, but now I can no longer remember what it looked like. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I love this whole project. I know I keep saying that, but really and truly, it's one of my all-time favorites. Oh, and those are just a skosh tall. I'm gonna go ahead and take them down a little bit. Right there to the edge. I think they're just a little long too. It's okay. It's the bonus of using the little stuff, right? And I think you guys have heard me say before that my main objective this whole year has been to like use all, like everything up if I can in a kit or in my papers, and so far it's been working out pretty good doing it that way. That way, I mean, I still have a ton of like scraps to use, but for the most part, I haven't really had a ton of new stuff going on, if that makes any sense. Okay. Oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. Okay. Now, get these other ones glued on so we can get the rest of it finished up. I think I might change this one up a little and do these two pieces off to the edge. Oh. And then I'll put those other packages like right in the middle. See how I like that layout just a little bit better? Or if I do. Don't know if I'm crazy about that now. No, and I didn't ink that one. Full of mistakes this weekend, eh? Normally they turn out all right though, don't they? Or happy accidents. I mean, by no means is it like a Bob Ross or anything, but it could be a happy little tree up here, huh? Almost there, guys. Almost. I hope you guys are having a stellar week. I think I already asked that in the very beginning of the video. In case I didn't, I apologize. I meant to. Off center a little bit, but that's okay, right? Okay, now to cap my glue, put edging on our thing and then ink them up, and then we are done. Oh, I just think these are adorable. All right, home stretching, home stretching, home stretching. Oh, did I do the backs of these? I did not. All right, it's not a video unless it's inked all the way around, right? And we'll put them in their little perspective homes, and then we'll, yeah. All right, okay, so these are the 3 that we made. Super cute. So let's get them back in their little things here. So yep, they just fit real nice right back in there. Another blue one. Like so. And then that one will fit in here. And then this one and this one. All right, thank you guys for joining me. The next video we'll work on some more of these pockets. Not sure exactly which one yet, but we will get it done this week. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.